All right. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the D-pad. My name is Jeff,
I'm Dave.
and it's Wednesday night, so it's time to get back to some motherfucking Divinity Original Sin 2 Brother Quest.
It's
How's
true.
everybody?
On Monday nights, I am Dave. On Wednesday nights, I am David.
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 Hope everybody out there is doing well. It's been a very, rainy and poopy Wednesday up here in Massachusetts.
Rain's been rough, man. Yesterday, not today, but yesterday, I was just kind of working away, doing my thing. It's like 10 or so, and the wind shook my house so hard that Jenny from the other room is like, "What was that?" And I literally had to go to the basement and make sure our boiler didn't explode. That was my only guess.
Or that your house was still attached to the foundation.
Yeah, it just sounded like my house got real angry or got real cold and just went like whoa for a second.
Mm-hmm. Yes, by the way, greetings, Alex Britt. Hello, Pacifisto. Hi, Evil Hippie. Hello, The Carnium. And what's up, Closer Division?
Hello, everybody.
So I have to share this, and it's kind of it's kind of friendly fire, I guess, by technical definition, but I thought it was pretty funny. In the Discord channel that Dave and I chat in before and sometimes during streams to communicate stuff. I told him, all right, we're about to come in. You ready to go? And he was like, yep. And then just as a joke, right before I was going to enter, I said, now remember to recite the special D-pad salute when we begin. Surely you have it memorized by now. And it was just going to be like a haha, I said that thing, and then I was going to prompt him for it and be like, all right, Dave, what's the D-pad salute? But then he immediately typed back, that's where Rick says, hi, welcome to the D-pad, and then the stream disconnects, right?
Yeah, it was the first thing that came to mind.
I thought that was so funny and so disrespectful that I had to share it.
I mean,
I had to share it with everyone.
it was the only salute I could think of is like the Rick doing this emote and then just
yep,
stream
and then
goes away.
pink bars and then disconnect. Yes, I
And the internet melts or something.
yes. Everyone send your positive energy to Rick's internet. But I thought it had to be shared, and we had 15 to 20 minutes to kill while the game loads up. So we're so close.
I mean, it's long every.
I miss the gentle, tiny, sprightly loads at the beginning of the game.
I think it's just a built-in save scum preventer that the longer you play, the longer it takes to reload the game.
They
So if you're
you.
about 2 hours in, oh yeah, I can just reload. It takes 5 seconds. When you're 50 hours in, it's like, oh, God, I guess we have to reload. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
I don't even want that fucking sword, I guess.
We don't need everybody alive.
Alright, well, I am in the game. You should be able to join now.
Yep.
Hopefully not spend 45 minutes loading. Well, as always, on Wednesday Night Brother Quests, we have everyone's favorite and only segment, last time on Hooked on Divinity. So why don't we get to that? Because, as you can see, we got some levels to do. We finally hit 20, baby. So I'll get the last time on playing. You can listen to that. We'll do some levels. And enjoy. Shout outs to Carney, and thanks again.
Last time, on Hooked on Divinity. After gathering their wits in the relatively tranquil Consulate gardens, the brothers made their way through the Dreamer's portal standing before them. Quickly, they found themselves in a grisly area, surrounded on all sides by piles of corpses in place of cheering fans. Dotting the arena itself were glowing dark purple mirrors. Before they had a moment to think, the brothers were approached, belittled, and attacked by 3 ghostly apparitions. The ghost of Christmas Alexander, the ghost of Christmas Malady, and the ghost of Christmas Wendigo. For the record, I think that would technically make this death number 3 for Wendigo at the hands of the brothers, if you squint really hard. Moving on. The brothers quickly realized that they needed to destroy the glowing mirrors to stop the ghosts from reappearing after being slain. Once the mirrors were dealt with, it was only a short time before the arena again stood quiet. The brothers pressed on, leaving through a strange, shimmering door. The party found themselves before a bridge in the desert, on which stood a group of lizards in decorative robes and masks. Confidently striding forward to speak with his people, Jafril was immediately attacked by Bramos, the Wanderer, and his mercifully unnamed associates. Making short work of their latest set of attackers, the brothers continued to push forward through another portal, this time arriving in a pleasant desert oasis that had been turned into a camp. At the center of the tents stood Princess Sada. Speaking with her, the brothers would come to find out that in desperation, Sada had fallen to temptation and struck a deal with Brachus Rex.
Again.
Which, once again, I feel the need to emphasize, is a monumentally stupid idea. I mean, seriously, we have met exactly 0 people who have ever been all, "Oh, I made a deal with the God King. Best choice I ever made. Totally regret nothing. Everything is ending up great." Come on, NPCs. Have you not been listening to my intros this whole time? Where was I? Right. So, to the surprise of literally no one, Sada quickly came to regret the deal she made with Brachus. In an effort to flee, Bramos had created this dream for Princess Sada to use as a hideout. Now that the brothers had found her, though, they could not be left alive to give away her location to the God King. Sada and her guards attacked, but ultimately, the party were the only ones left standing. Jafril took the chance to try and speak with Sada's spirit and get further answers, but it was time to pay up, for the God King had come to collect. Sada's spirit was twisted and ripped away screaming, before completely disappearing into nothing. Leaving the dream behind, the brothers decided to end their day with a quick trip back near the refugee camp. Many hours ago, when they first arrived in Arx, the brothers had spotted a small patch of dense death fog surrounding a farm building near the refugee camp. Finally making their way back there, the brothers found a strong undead sorcerer named Lorik the Immaculate, and plenty of void spawn. After carefully clearing out the area and claiming their spoils, the brothers stopped to gather themselves and plan their next trip into Arx. Now back to Hooked on Divinity. Now back to Hooked on Divinity.
Finally get to use
There
the
it
level
is.
20 weapons.
Oh, yeah, you're looking at them. I think I'm just going to give her another point in leadership, unless there's something she can learn. I did my level for myself. It was
Are
pretty
you still wearing
basic.
your you still wearing your captain's jacket?
Yeah,
Were you wearing that the whole last fight?
probably. It doesn't, I mean,
Huh.
I'm good
okay.
enough at this
I mean,
point.
It doesn't matter that much, but
Yeah, exactly. I have enough skills and like bonuses at this point that it's not such a huge issue, but yeah, once again, shoutouts to Carnium for the last time on, as well as the barbershop tag, or tabernacle tag, I don't know what you want to call that, on the end of it. Clearly we're not giving him enough to say, so he's just writing his own music.
yeah.
Yeah, it's this Salvation armor was what I have on right now. It's just some Constitution, Huntsman, and Pyro, but, you know, it's just armor numbers at this point. Basically, I could use a new chest armor that's cool, but I've just left this on so we didn't accidentally, like, run into somebody who I needed to persuade.
Yeah, that's like our main thing at this point. We can kind of finagle our way through a lot of bullshit, but like I don't want to get stuck behind a dialogue option for anything.
Carnium likes to amuse himself and hopes it does not annoy. No. Perish the thought, indeed. God, what do I do with her last point? Doesn't need any more Hydrosophist or Aerothurge. Like, I could get Pyro 2? That... A bunch of these need Geomancer, which I have none of.
Alright, it's time for the comparison. Right now...
Oh boy.
That right there in chat, 1284 to 1340 with a 25% crit chance is my current damage and critical chance. Now I'm going to swap my stuff.
Switch over to the level 20 shit and see what happens.
Yeah, both a chest piece, and I've been using this MRAC forever.
It's been a couple pieces. Like the
But like armor's a little nicer in that like you don't have to worry about level requirements for armor as far as it seems. I can't really tell unless it's just been killing some stat I don't care about.
that is possible. Okay. I'm saving very quickly because we did our level ups and because I was going slightly over towards this guy and did not want Sir Laura to once again jump into the death fog. It was so much fun last time, but I figured we're very busy.
Hoof. So that previous number was 1284 to 1340 with a 25% crit chance. My new number is 1785 to 1980 with a 45% crit chance.
Wow. That's like a solid third.
I've really been waiting for that level 20 weapon.
Oof. I would like a level 20 weapon. Actually, my crossbow's pretty rad right now. Oh, Lord. Now that we've done all of this...
I mean, that was also a swap to a level... I have 79 strength now.
So much strength.
Also, a new sword on my back. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. It's been a while since you swapped up weapons.
And I'm also wearing the Destroyer's chest piece, because fuck him. And it's got a glowing mouth face.
Oh, the Destroyer's chest has a glowing mouth face.
It does.
You definitely
Still
look
got
much,
a dumb hat.
You look much more war fancy than you used to be, like, garden fancy.
Yeah, except for the whole lack of shoes bit.
Nah, you're an elf. You don't like shoes.
Yeah, we finally graduated to a big-ass sword. Really, it's got, like, a whole lot of heft to it, and then a big-ass blade. Alright. So, yeah, in terms of our options, we need to go chit-chat with Ahu. We need to explore the sewers. We need to find Ahu for a second quest. We need to search Linderkem's mansion. We need to look specifically in his vault for Wendigo.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to find a Sworn Breaker. We got to report back to Kem. Perhaps the Paladins can help us if we so choose our guess. And then we need to search for evidence of missing prisoners.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that a bunch of these things all revolve around Linderkem's mansion. The only one that is not somewhat related to that is finding Lord Ahu. So we could go to the Cathedral, or we go over to Kem's place, because I bet there were... Linderkem is a piece of shit, obviously. He probably has been part of the bad goings-on in the city lately. So the whole search for evidence of the missing prisoners, my best guess would be something around Linderkem, unless there's, like, just fucking some random NPC we didn't talk to.
I mean, we could definitely start out by chatting with Ahu, because I think that'll be a short time investment, and he might have some other piece of quest for us.
You want to try out the Cathedral then? Because we still have the sewers and Queen Justinia.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's going to trigger anything. Like, I think we'll probably get a quest, and usually it's been pretty identifiable when we're, like, headed towards a point of no return.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm fine with checking out the Cathedral now. We'll come back to... Oh, this is the wrong way.
We can even, redirect right back away from it, but just like to see if there's any quests in case we have multiple things in the same place.
Sure, sure.
I've got the wares you need. Nature provides.
I agree, Alex, that, like, we kind of know that Kem is a piece of shit. Lord Ahu has kind of been referenced, and...
I take wild card over a known piece of trash can.
There are absolutely people who have said stuff about
Move
that
along there,
person.
citizen.
Don't fucking tell me what to do, Paladin Elementalist. I'll explode your face. My pretty coat's going back on.
Yeah. Put on that fancy coat.
Oh, I agree, Alex. Actually, is there even... There probably is an option.
You have the trust of Lord Ahu. Show him you deserve it.
Camera. Rotating minimap.
You have the trust of Lord Ahu. Show him you deserve it.
I don't know if this is better or not, but I'm going to try that out. Oh, I got experience points for merely seeing the cathedral.
Cool.
I suppose...
It is indeed possible to get above level 20.
Oh, there's some shit going on over here. Yeah, actually, in fact, we now know it is because they gave us experience. Though I suppose they could just give it to us for no real reason.
I'm pretty certain if it's anything like the first game, it's just a soft cap. So like it is possible to go a little bit above it if you do just everything, but at the same time, like nothing respawns in this game.
Yeah. So there's this super great, and you see Citizen Breffney or whoever that is just dead on the ground right there.
Said dead ass person over here. Yeah.
Yes, they had a lockpick and $500. So take that as you
Okay.
will.
They were either having a very good day or were paid to do something and very quickly had a bad day.
And failed at it. There's this whole like
Yeah.
little bridge connection thing we never saw. What is this cool looking shop?
Oh, I've shopped there multiple times. That's where I bought all your like lockpicks and shit. He's the necromancy sales guy.
Oh, and he
you're
has-
going to who I think you are.
Victor Voss?
They call you a slayer.
Yeah,
of
we kind of went
giants.
this way when we
If
went to
you
the Lizard
strike from the
Consulate.
shadows as effectively
I
as you
also
strike
bought
in
a
the
few
light,
of the
you may
holy
find
water balloons he had
recent
previously.
lives invaluable.
Got a pretty rad necklace. The first sin.
I mean, buy whatever you like. We are flush with cash.
It's true. Does Losa have money? No, I've only got 5,700 in my
Actual
pocket.
hard cap is 30. Sweet Christ. Where's the other 70 hours of game to get
Wow.
you from 20 to 30, considering how long 10 to 20 took?
For real.
You're worthier than the pilgrims, revelers. With every one of their cheers and prayers, they draw wicked eyes.
Okay, yes, he is clearly the sneaky thief guy based on his face and his look and his vibe and everything about him.
And general demeanor.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't sell sneaky supplies. I merely ride the shadows like a wave through the city of unsuspecting marks. Oops. Okay. Sorry, I'm readjusting
like
my
to buy
mic
some poison?
momentarily. Yeah. You want to buy an apple? No. You want to buy some poison? Alright, Sister Avony, what's your deal?
Lucian's blessings to you, stranger.
You
Oh.
have a
I'm
name?
Sister Avon.
Literally the head
The
priestess of the
priestess
cathedral.
of the
You're
cathedral.
literally at the front fucking door, huh? Maybe lead off with one?
There's so many things I could reveal to her.
Lord Ahu is the keeper of the cathedral. His duties are select. Only he can approach the remains of the divine, for instance.
Oh man, we probably shouldn't be here.
Hmm.
Cause like Dallas is in the cathedral trying to get into Lucian's tomb. I don't know. My spirit is troubled,
My
man.
child, it shall be my pleasure to assuage your worries, if I can.
Great dread.
These are perilous times.
I'm
Of
just small
course
talking
you
her right
feel
now.
fear,
Yeah.
even in the cathedral. which was designed by the best engineers under the super.
Blah, blah,
East
blah.
and West chapels contain the most breathtaking art
Oh, art.
by the finest artists. Lucian and the 7 before him are represented most faithfully. Perhaps a meditation in their presence would soothe you. Or perhaps in the cool interior you may join the endless prayer. Give your power to the divine, that you too may be empowered. I promise you will feel fulfilled. Of course.
Sister Avony seems so far like I should see if she has anything to trade. Oh, actually she does. She's got a ton of potions. We have 1,000,000 resurrection scrolls, right?
Yeah, we have a bajillion.
Okay.
There is the terrible justice of the path of blood. Gruesome, perhaps. Demanding, definitely. But those who take
I mean,
the
I
path
think we
demonstrate the
do
truths of
this and we
truth.
try to
Their
meet with
purity will
Ahu,
surely be
Yeah, and
rewarded.
then we can
and then we backtrack from there potentially, because like maybe it gives us a thing.
Such tragedy,
Maybe like
such pain. They departed from the rightful path of the
we'll
divine.
see.
this bitch likes
Lord
Lord
Kem
Kem.
showed them the
Yeah,
path
see,
to the
we don't
light.
want to go on the path of
But alas,
blood
they cast their
or
lot with the god
straight to the tomb
No,
if
and
there's
I-
some way to do that.
I 100% there's gonna be the same way like in each act there's been a like, hey,
This building,
do you really
this
want to
edifice of
continue?
grace and it is by far
Sure.
Sanders' greatest achievement. He was one of the engineers, you know. Brilliant fellow. I suspect the strain left him broken.
Oh yeah,
He makes toys
Toy Seller
now.
Sanders.
Puppet
Waste
guy.
of his genius, but a great gift to the children of Arms. My child, there is no shame in fearing the path
Oh,
of
I got a
blood.
quest
yeah.
update
Path
at
of
Only
least.
Blood.
those who believe themselves free from sin
I like
should
Path of
attempt
Blood
it.
because
If you are
that's the
truly
one where
free
we
of
can go
sin,
be like,
take
yo,
the
buddy,
path.
so you
If you survive,
made the Path of
you will have
Blood.
achieved
Well, I suppose you should
something
ask
great.
both.
We already talked
If not
to
until
him
Lucian
about
rises again
the
in
Path of Blood a
answer.
while ago.
The
The weird
prayer
toy
will
maker
remain
guy. We're just like,
ceaseless
Yeah,
till the
but
day
now that
of his
we like
resurrection.
have a
The
quest about it, we
divine
can
will
probably
light our way
like
again.
go back and be more direct.
okay, well I can ask for
Let's
an
try
audience.
2 and maybe keep the
Today.
Dallas in our back pocket.
Another time, perhaps.
Oh, good thing
Next
I kept
week
my
or next
persuasion
month.
jacket on,
If you
Dave.
leave a
Yeah.
name and address, I'll see what I can arrange.
Hey man,
But today
Well,
is Lucian's
it's for
When we're in the
sure
city
gonna
is
be
the
Wits
time.
Wits.
who must give counsel to the lost. He cannot be disturbed.
Intelligence, wits, strength, or
Alright.
constitution. Yeah, it's got to be wits. We did it.
Lord
Okay,
Ahu is
okay,
deep in
okay.
prayer and is unlikely to answer a knock at his door, no matter who knocks or how hard. Very well. Here is the key to Lord Ahu's quarters.
What a weird.
that was a weird turn of dialogue.
There is
yeah.
no
I'm right there with
way he will see a single person, including
He'll
you
never-
today.
Ever talk to you, so here are the keys to his room.
Here's his key. Here it is. This is for you. There's his key. You can take this key. Thank you. Goodbye. Come on, camera. Get back with me. I'm over here. There we go.
Lord Kem has posted a few guards by Ahu's door. Show them the key. They shouldn't bother you after that.
Well, shit. That was easy. We didn't even
Well,
have
I
to
like the
go
sound of that.
inside
Okay.
and look for her. She was just out front and handed us the key to the Pope's room.
Yeah. Yeah, basically.
She was too taken aback by my beautiful jacket.
You have the trust of Lord
And
Ahu.
Lucen really looks like a Jesus God Emperor of Mankind action here.
He looks
That
like
giant bronze statue.
more muscular than Jesus ever could hope to look.
It's
pretty Zeusy.
Oh, there's a
Zeusy with
waypoint here.
Archangel Gabriel wings.
You have the trust
Giving me
Did I just run
Diablo
past it?
vibes.
Oh, it's right here.
Also, Diablo. Please come out soon.
You're wrong.
I'm sure Jesus was a
Oh,
little
yeah.
ripped. Like,
and when
did a lot of walking and building, but like, this is like steroids, Jesus.
in theory Jesus was a carpenter, he would have had to hammer shit and lift boards and all of that.
Bunch of random pilgrims. Praying to Lucian.
Some scribes.
Nobody over here has any names, so it'd just be like
Yeah.
a guess as to who. Oh, you guys in here. Devoted pilgrim. Oh, and the priest of prayer.
Oh.
Oh, dang it. There's 2 devoted pilgrims.
They pledged their hearts, O Lucian, the lamps.
Not a title,
I
just a
entered the
descriptor.
city just in time.
Do you guys keep like your door locked to your bunks? No, you don't.
Hey, Lizard
Cool.
Pilgrim, what's
I
up?
wonder if someone
There's
will
a dog.
survive the path of blood.
Come back, puppy. His
Hello?
name is Charlie.
Have you got my ball? Smelly person threw my ball away and I couldn't go fetch.
Oh my
Threw it
god,
off the
David.
balcony. And Master Rahu's not here to get it back for me. Master's gone a while now.
There's a dog who needs us to find his ball and also
Well-
may have information.
All other quests are currently on hold.
Yeah, but Master Rahu's gone. He went away with the smelly man.
Master
Also,
Ahu went away with the
unsurprisingly,
smelly
these
man.
pious monks. Unsurprisingly, these pious monk pilgrims did not have anything worth stealing in their bunks.
Wow, the ascetic religious devotees didn't have anything to take.
I mean, it's also kind of not true because Losa lucky charmed a ring into one of them.
Well,
Also, I think I found his room.
I'm gonna ask about the smelly person.
Smelly man threw my ball away and now I'm sad. It's my ball, and I love my ball.
Ah, Charlie. Where the fuck is the smelly man and where's your ball?
Pledge my soil to you, Lucian. Please return.
Lord Ahu's dog Charlie had a ball. Someone threw it out a window. Charlie won't answer questions until she gets her ball back. So you said...
A piece of shit.
I know, I can't believe it.
Not the dog. Whoever threw it out the window.
Yes. We're gonna have to go and find... Is this the Path of Blood? Oh, I think I just had my question answered.
There's a weird collection of children over here praying over a dead
Pledge
chicken
my soil to you, O Lucian.
with a knife and a worn teddy bear, so that sounds like you
Know
territory.
my heart.
Oh
I pledge my
boy.
heart, Lucian.
Dear Lucian,
Come back.
Oh, of
I
course they
pledge
have
my
fucking
brother's
names.
life.
Alex,
Please
you're up
return.
first.
I'm going to say the prayer
Yep.
a million times more than anyone else.
Alright, Alex, you're
I
out.
pledge myself
Alice,
to
you're
All
up.
right, Alex, you're done.
Please.
Next.
Alright, Alice, you got nothing for me. Jamie, hit me with something useful.
my tongue is tired.
Bring that up, Jamie.
Alright, Jamie, that's probably the coolest thing anybody's said so far, but still not helpful. What do you got?
All right, bringing home Valley.
Teddy bear
I
and
pledge myself.
lockpicks.
Know my heart.
Come on,
I
Valley.
pledge my heart, Lucian.
I'm praying. Something's gonna happen.
Don't fucking you dare tell me shush.
Well, cool.
Why do these kids all have lockpicks?
Dear Lucian, I pledge my
I don't fucking know, because they're bad children.
I pledge my head. Know my heart.
Okay, so
There's an heiress.
this door here, just to make things super clear, if you look on your minimap,
Yes,
this door here that I'm pinging, this leads to the Path of Blood.
correct.
You'll note it's covered in blood.
Yeah, I actually, just before that,
But,
I rolled over and was like, gross.
So over here is where what's his face's room is.
Ahu's room is this direction.
Yes. I do, however, think that there's another way in. Yeah, I see another way in, just in case. So what I also see is this balcony out here, kind of
Yes.
to the east. We can teleport or jump or something about from there to there.
Oh, I mean, I'm with...
Because see how there's like this missing thing here.
Oh, just to do skipatrons?
Well, just in cases, I guess, depending on like how the guards fare and if like, because if the guards like follow us or that kind of thing, then we won't be able to investigate the room properly.
Okay.
So I mean, give them a chit chat. We'll see what they feel.
That's interesting, but realistically, my biggest question is how does that help Charlie and his ball?
Solid question. Also, if they threw it out the windows, I mean, his ball is somewhere
That's what I've been trying to like.
down this. Oh, I see his ball. In fact,
Dave, that's the best thing you've said all stream. Oh, it's way down there. Okay.
yeah, it's on the ledge.
All right. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is try talking to this guard. I am about 95% sure that they'll be like, hey, it's cool. Because we have the key.
Yeah,
But I will throw a save.
in theory.
If only Lucian were
Yep,
here.
we're over 100 hours, Dave.
I wonder, should we see success on the part
This
of
By
is
God.
today?
the
By
first
golly.
save that says 100 hours.
That's just raw play time, not including anything else.
Well, it could be. I don't know if I've left this idling for long periods of time, but okay. There's a defender and Tara Bree. I believe I'm speaking to you, Tara.
I'm on protection
I would,
duty. I
assume.
can't talk to you.
If only Lucian were here.
You can just be very direct.
Mr. Aveny told me I could go in here.
Well, if Sister Aveni says so, very well. You may proceed. But don't keep Lord Ahu from his business any longer than necessary.
I promise I won't.
Very well.
The Grand Master's chamber must be protected.
Goodbye, Tara.
Oh, we're gonna protect the shit out of it, don't you worry. I want to test my theory.
I'm closing the doors behind.
Yeah, 100%. You can jump over this back from balcony to balcony.
Overthrowing the Magisters.
I mean, I'm also coming into the room,
Wait.
so don't steal anything yet. But
For some reason, a bunch of, like... Were they in here before, or did they follow me in? Oh, okay, Tara must have followed me in. Because she's now walking around and being like... Oh,
yeah, so they won't like us taking shit, huh?
Not necessarily, no.
Yeah, and they just keep spinning around.
Or you're trying to loot these chests and stuff?
Yeah, I was just trying to at least look in them and see if they're worth it.
Well, I'm gonna see... I can go and get the ball right now.
You there! We're looking into the disappearance of Lord Ahu. If you learn anything that might uncover his whereabouts, let us know at once.
Got any idea where he
I
is?
thought he was in his chambers, gathering himself for the Lucian's Day ceremonials.
I just touched the globe accidentally, ma'am.
Well, they don't know anything about his disappearance.
I think if we jump around the side and don't talk to him, we can probably not have them come in here. At least until we ransack the place, and then we can chat with them and advance it as normal.
Well, I want to see, I want to see if this updates
Well,
at
I'm saying
all.
if we're gonna reload, rather do it before we do more stuff. But like,
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I
feel like this is super obvious here,
mean, yeah, I don't necessarily know if we need
where
to
they
reload
have this
to...
one spot with no thing. Well, I don't know if they're gonna leave the room.
Well, right, but like, I don't
I don't know why
if we
the
need...
fuck they didn't go in until we came here.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that was like very surprising to me. I was like, okay, so,
Dude,
let me
I
into the
want
room.
whatever is in this chest.
In Arhu's room.
Yes. This dude's like some fucking bishopy thing.
We can probably orchestrate a heist.
Teeth marks in it. Smells of dog.
I got the tiny ball, by the way.
Why would we bother like cheese turning all of them?
Because
we can just
we're gonna cheese it and go. All right, I'll just reload it for you. But we're just doing the same thing. Where it's either reload and cheese it with the foreknowledge that we got that they'll come in the room, or we do something sneaky. But at least this way is faster if you gotta have what's in the chest.
I don't know, man. I just want to loot the room.
We don't need any more money.
That'd be a thing if they still walk into the room when we walk into it. That'd be really funny if they gave us this obvious jump point and then thwarted us. I mean, there are definitely still some pieces that I could upgrade. You gotta get the stuff.
Don't stutter on me now, Divinity. Okay, there we go. I was thinking about it.
Any fool can throw together a bloody stew.
If it's 100 gold, I will fucking laugh in a very sad fashion. I don't think I have the key. Will it take it from you?
I don't think so. I think keys are one of the things that
just
doesn't pass around very easily.
This place has been.
You can do it. You can do magic pockets apparently with.
Okay, they did not come in.
Yeah. Anything sneaky around here?
We got the key to his apartment, which might be this.
Yeah, I think that's what I think I had one of those. Oh, I have key to Ahu's chambers, which says unlocks his little apartment.
I should probably read the letters and stuff over here.
No secrets or anything.
I found some cat fur on the ground and updated our quest. He seems to have an association with cats.
And also Charlie, the dog. Does this one have to be lockpicked?
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
Yeah, that one does.
Lucian's Divine Staff. Is it better than Three Sisters? No. Conwit's Hydro Initiative. This is Con Memory. Yeah, I agree, Alex. I think that the Three Sisters has better abilities and such anyway, so. I'm just gonna keep the stolen stuff on me. Nope, wait. What's happening? Everybody gets favorable wind.
I picked up a letter, but now I'm like, what? Like, which fucking letter in my inventory?
You can sort it as last picked up. And sometimes it causes the game to stutter.
Oh, that had a conniption?
Yep.
Is it just a sheet of paper? Does not seem to have given me the letter unless Fane got it. No.
I mean, it might have just been a sheet of paper that you picked up. I knew I was gonna fucking find something. What's this? A cache. An inquiry on rare source relics. And a source orb. Okay, it wasn't plot significant, but...
I did find another letter, though. Esteemed Ahu, you were so taken aback by my verbal inquiry that I chose not to press the matter at the time. It seemed prudent, instead, to make a formal written request. Thus, I hereby request your presence on 7 Vernus at my estate, sundown. We may then discuss the matter of my admittance to Lucian's crypt. Surely you will grant such a request to one of Lucian's most faithful servants. With kind regards, Linderkem.
Yep, Linderkem wants to get in there.
Ahu was last seen at Kem's mansion. Kem wanted to discuss access to Lucian's crypt. A visit to the mansion. Oh. Lord Lindner Kem is talking to me.
What?
Lord Linder Kem came in and is talking to me?
Oh. He just stormed the room, apparently.
With like 8 fucking paladins?
Yep.
We probably should have left after getting the letter, apparently.
What's...
But of course,
I guess all I can do is continue.
We're not blind, you know. We watched as you crept around our city. And now I discover you here. Yet the Grand Master is nowhere in sight.
Oh, Lord Lindercam.
Kem narrows his eyes and tilts his head. You are being considered.
I could probably take
If this comes down to a persuasion, I'm going to fail
Take
this.
them away. We'll get to the truth.
Yeah, I have 1.
Oh, come now. Your actions betrayed your guilt. And now you would lie to a lord? You should be punished twice over.
Well, I mean, number 1 is probably the only way out here.
Yeah, we'll try that, I
I'm
guess.
So sorry. Who are you again? Oh, right. Someone
Linder,
who needs
Kem,
to
you
mind
jerk
his
off.
own business.
Kem rolls his eyes and groans.
Enough of this. Every minute of my time you waste is a minute lost in the search for the Grand Master.
Meanwhile, this dude's probably got him in his fucking basement or some shit.
He dismisses you with a flick of a wrist.
You may go. But if I find you've been interfering with paladin business,
I know too
won't
much,
be
so you're like,
forgiving.
just leave.
You understand.
Did you grab the dog's ball?
I did.
Lord
Maybe
Kem
not
turns his
in
back
this.
to you. The matter is closed.
I'm gonna wait to take my leave in case we have to leave immediately. If you want to go grab the ball.
Hi, Paladin Elementalist. Excuse me for a moment. Oh, wait, where is it? Over here? Yeah.
No, it's on the ledge to the south of you.
A ball with teeth marks in it. Smells of dog.
I don't think
Smells like
I should
dog.
chance discussing anything with him. I'm not much of a talker.
No, pretty much if he said you can get out of here, then we
I
should
think
probably...
I'm going to take the chances.
I mean, Lord Ahu is clearly not here, so,
No. Alright. Once you're back on the balcony, I'm going to take our leave.
Okay. Does he not care if you're just standing there?
Nope. We can just kind of leave now. Now there's even more fucking paladins in here.
What a good job they did.
There's nothing in the
guarding that
chest.
guy. Huh?
Yeah, so glad. I checked the one by his bed. There's nothing in it, so I don't think we missed anything.
I got what was in the ornate chest. But it's like a...
I think probably his staff is the thing. I mean, the letter and stuff, knowing that Ahu is... Well, let's go chat with the dog. But
It's
knowing
more,
that
yeah, it's
Ahu
more
is, like,
evidence, basically. Where are you, Charlie? Charlie.
I pledge my soul. Oh,
Over
Lucy,
here.
There's my boy.
please return.
Hello?
Hi, Charlie.
Dear Lucian, I pledge my brother's life.
Oh, fantastic!
Hello.
Friend of Master's. Used to smell old. Now he smells rotten. And he's mean.
Ooh.
Threw my ball
A
away.
friend
I
of
bet it's
Master's.
Linder.
I didn't make no mess. I
Wait,
make my
Linder's
mess
not
in the
that
garden.
old.
I shit in the
Good
garden
boy.
like a good dog.
Pledge my head. Please return.
I went to fetch the ball and did my mess, and I didn't get the ball, and I can't get back into the Master's room.
I pledge my
He smelled like the front of a flower shop and the back of a butcher's, like he was using flowers to hide the rot. And his clothes smelled of Louis. Louis's my friend.
Oh no, who's Louis? More dogs.
I pledge my soul.
Oh my.
So he smelled like flowers and rot.
Come back.
Yeah, and we got updated. A person who smelled of rot came to Arhu's private quarters. They threw Charlie's ball out the window.
Okay.
We still have in the last stand for the Magisters. Report back to Lord Kem. Perhaps the paladins can help us.
My soul.
I don't think.
Oh yeah, we're not even going to talk to him. We're just going right to his house next. It's,
yeah, his house, and we got sewers pretty much.
Yeah.
I pledge my soul to you, O Lucian. I pledge my heart. Please return. Come back. I pledge my soil to you, O Lucian.
Will you
Do we want to
shut
go
up,
fuck with the
pilgrims?
sewers,
Holy
or
shit! I'm trying to look at my quest log here, and all you
I
guys
thought you
are
were
doing.
talking to me.
No, just
do
the
we
pilgrims
wanna
over and
fuck
over were
with
like,
the-
I pledge my life to Lucian. I pledge my life to. I sure pledge my life to Lucian.
Oh yeah, they really love that shit.
Enough.
It to me it seems like the sewers might be a smaller thing, considering we have like 5 quests that are all pointing to Kem's
To
mansion.
go to find stuff in his mansion. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can go do the sewers, and if we end up missing out on all the, like, Linder Chem stuff, then we can figure it out from there, but...
I doubt they'd, like, make us miss that much, you
The
know?
statue looms. The tear is ice cold on.
That seems like they're just, quote-unquote, looking around and trying to find, oh yeah, we can teleport to the sewers.
Yes, at least to the front of it. So there was grating and stairs. We're going back to the stairs, I believe, right?
It's still strange to me that every time you're like going to use a teleportation thing, it's like a tear runs in your cheek. You are an ethereal moss on the wind.
It seems funny that it
You
has
cry.
to do it multiple times. What is this whole area over here? Is this the Thieves Guild that we never really investigated?
Oh yeah.
This is behind where we released what's-his-face. Or then murdered him. Look, there's his body, Cajun Frozen Heart. I guess there's nothing over here. Alright.
Yeah, unless like the Thieves Guild was a level up or something, but I do not know.
I don't know, there's these stairs over here, and then there's the grate. What's up through these stairs?
These stairs just go to the prison.
Yeah, the backside of the prison, that's right.
Well, Thieves Guild is down the grate. In theory. Which, like, that's pretty much the place we have left.
I'm fucking disarming this trip trap.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I've tripped on it so many times.
I just remembered it was going to knock me and Losa down, and I was like, you know what? Not again. Not one more time.
Sometimes you just gotta look inside yourself and figure out what you're willing to put up with.
Alright, we
Not
got
this. Not today.
for the final slash or not for the final, for like the 3rd time probably we've said it. We're going to the sewers, but this time we're actually doing it.
Theoretically. I make no promises.
Well, these sewers seem pretty cool. Look, there's even
See
a bone
an axe
pile.
over there that feels like bait.
Up.
It's an ambush.
Dave,
Wait,
I got
did I not
ambushed.
just say, I see an axe over there that looks like bait, because there's like some dwarven axe white thing there. Oh, that's a weird, gross tick-looking thing.
Sure is. Where did they all
Man,
go?
I've put all of my leveling points since I maxed strength into wits. And mind you, I have a -5, like, from my boost. But I have a 9 now, and I'm still very last.
Yep, sometimes you just got to go last.
This enemy has 30 wits? Yeah, I got no chance.
I don't even fucking know which direction to jump. You know what? I'm actually not even gonna jump. I'm gonna save it this time.
Oh, there's a fog swollen crawler, a void touched crawler,
They all sound
and another fog swollen crawler.
They sound so delightful.
These are level 18. Oh yeah, and we do have a flag on our map for the Thieves Guild. Oh, another void one.
No, Lausa has been infested. So on...
Gross.
Yeah, you see what that says?
Yep. An egg is gestating in this character. On status expiration or death of the character, the egg will burst, spawning a hostile monster. Cured by blessed, regenerating, healing ritual, and cleanse wounds. God, what gives Losa that permanent thick of the fight?
The Three Sisters.
She can just use regeneration. Three Sisters says the staff.
Both, yeah. Not the... So Luke...
God, that shit is...
It's so good.
It's so good.
Like, if...
Like, yeah.
If
that's like
a
multiple source point move in Warfare. That's a crazy thing to just get always.
I mean, and not...
because you also count as one. So
not only that, 10%. I also get Rallying Cry and Favorable Wind as free skills, and Firebrand.
Ooh, and Firebrand, yeah. Damn, that thing's gnarly. And like, good. The thick of the fight is nice as well, even if you're a caster, because you count as an ally, so you get at least one.
Stop infesting me with bugs.
Gross.
Don't dissolving mucus.
I like that there's
either.
a huge tumor growth on your back now. I don't know if you noticed, but there's a massive weird growth tumor on you.
No, I didn't. I think I was facing the other way last time. That's gross.
Yeah, it's horrible. Carry on.
Infested web acid, currently. Go Incarnium. Oh, I didn't even realize that your sword is mostly the polearm part, and then there's sword at the top. Is that a bardiche? Is that what that's called?
I think so, something like that.
Stop spinning webs onto the ground, please.
Also, did Sir Laura level up with us to 22? So I don't remember him having 4,700 health.
He has indeed been leveling up slowly, yes.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
I don't know where he runt off to.
This just does so much damage now.
Cursed poison.
You
probably can't see out of it. Oh no, you can?
I'm good. I taunted it. That's the other thing, is this sword applies taunt.
Oh, that's useful. That is not an insignificant element of it. Blessed, regenerating, healing ritual. And
the thing about the cursed poison cloud is it does apply acid, which eats up physical armor. Otherwise, it is nummos for Fane. Jeff is not making out with bug ladies this time. One of them just chose him and attached an egg to him.
Yeah, I've had not so good luck with a lot of ladies. I can't use...
With a bunch of ladies who are weirdly into bugs.
Can't use
in
tactical
like a not
retreat
cool
when
but
I'm
instead
wet.
creepy way. That sucks. Unable to move or dodge, can be targeted by teleportation, removed by burning, necrofire, holy fire.
All I gotta do is light myself on fire.
including all the cursed poison under you. Just make some cursed necrofire.
That didn't count?
Oh, I guess. How? What?
Fucking everything's on fire around me. How did that not count?
Maybe because you are not burning?
I don't know. Get wrecked? Oh, so close. It's gonna put another fucking baby on me. Oh, nope, it's just gonna explode me.
One baby is enough to gestate out of the middle of your back.
You were next over there.
You sure are completely out of armor, though.
Eh.
I think you're still wearing your Taki jacket, so just be careful.
I am, yeah. Oh shit, is it resist?
Just block the shock with magic armor.
No, but it resists damage, 40% of electrical. They're weak to fire, basically.
Oh, okay.
Because I was going to try to kill him with that so that I can resto myself to get rid of this baby on my back.
Got this just baby on my back.
I'll have to encourage everyone. Everyone do a good job.
That actually does. Oof.
So close.
Attacks of opportunity. The current champion doesn't give a shit.
Well, at the very least, you got to use 2 AP to get rid of that fog swollen crawler. It doesn't sound like English when those 3 words are put together.
Oh, hey.
That is death fog.
That's really good for me to know because I was about to charge that other one and kill it on my turn.
Yes, and Sir Laura is thankfully on the other side of this poison, so I think he's trapoed.
Okay. What the fuck?
It's around for 10 turns. I might get rid of it. I suppose in retrospect, Alex, it does make a little more sense that it's fog, and that is pretty much the only type of fog we've experienced in this game is death fog.
Yeah, I kind of should have seen that coming, I feel like.
It looks like this void-touched crawler wants to step to you, Dave.
Working on it.
Okay, so that's just cursed poison. Oh, holy shit, Sir Laura. Don't run through everything, buddy.
Especially not the death fog. Maybe just chill for a minute. These of course have on them exactly what I'd expect, and that is goo.
Ah, goo.
Goo and legs.
Mostly goo and legs now.
Also, that exploded the fog swollen spiderling as well with the death fog.
Apparently they're not immune to their own
pretty
thing.
much made of goo and leg.
Vacuum time.
I don't know why I was waiting with Fane. He's fucking immune to it.
That's true. I was just concerned
goo and
about
legs and
Sir
diamond.
Laura. Run all the way up there.
I don't know, but there's definitely these things we can loot.
You should grab some source while you're here. I have 2 on both of
Good
my
point.
characters, but there's at least like 3 other enemies that you can eat. I'll leave those for you. There's a grate that goes further down and another dead dwarven thief over there.
Yeah, we've got a marker that says Thieves Guild over there.
No, I'm talking about... Oh, you mean past here, yeah. Just go down.
I can hear voices, but I can't make them out.
Oh, come on, I have lizard hearing. Well, we could go a questing into the Thieves Guild.
I mean, I feel like that's a place we want to go. There's a bunch more sewers to explore. I feel like this ladder to the north is another way into the sewers.
Oh.
Ooh, Death Fog Rising just updated.
So
there's a large cache of Death Fog in the sewers.
Yes. Oh God, Sir Laura, I don't even want you to come in.
Throw a save.
We gotta, like, look up how to finish his quest. We're gonna be like, thank you, now go hang out on the boat just for a little while, please. Why don't you let me walk ahead and make sure there's no traps?
Well, that's fair.
Because I can also open that for you.
Money and a shield.
Hey, Rat.
Well, look at you! Another jumbosaur here to join the circus.
A jumbosaur?
Another jumbosaur.
That's a new one, Mr. or Ms. Rat.
Eight-legged mummies, crate dwarves, lousy children. What else would you call it?
Eight-legged mummies. Oh, the void-woken thingies. What about the
I'm
crate
curious
dwarves?
about many of these things.
A noisy gang of dwarves dragged an excessively large gang of crates in, and neither one ever left. Rude.
Huh.
Spines
Rude.
as big as your head. No, bigger. And they'll grow a baby inside you if you're
Okay,
not very,
well,
very
those
careful.
were what we just fought, I think.
Yes. I believe there's another way to get in here from the other direction, Dave.
I think the north is... Yeah, I think that's the north.
Oily, lousy kids dip in and out of here all the time. I ought to set out traps, see what
Oh
I
yeah,
can.
there's just a butt-ass ton of traps.
Where, on the other side? Yes.
Yeah, to the north, but there's a few things to loot, and I have a ton of armor, so...
Spikes can be very hurty.
Oh, I was gonna talk to this rat, but it walked on the spike trap and popped itself.
Oh. That's a skeleton. So the Thieves Guild, you have to be very skilled at disarming traps unless you're very, very constitutional and you can just run past everything.
Yeah, unless you're very strong and just don't give a fuck, apparently.
That ladder has got to be to where the lady directed me in towards the Thieves Guild. The cheese seller, I believe it was.
Cheese seller.
Dwarven politics is
the directions led to the sewers. Oh, this is Ross's directions here.
Ah, yes, Mikhail Ross.
Oh, we in fact did enter here, but then not continue.
Oh.
This brings me to a basement of some kind.
Losa just lucky charmed out a divine wand. I'll send it to Fane for analysis. And I found the secret door to the actual Thieves Guild.
Yeah, I figured.
Because I'm, you know, a thief. How do you... Man, I wish there was some, like, chemical formula by which you could, like, undo Death Fog. Because, like, I want to smash all these Death Fog crates, but then they would just
sit here and leech into everything.
Yes, I think that's the problem. All right, let me do the talking here.
I think that's why they wanted to just sink it to the bottom of the fucking ocean originally.
Yeah.
A city and its people can be measured by the number of children in its sewers.
Ooh.
You can throw a save and then go for it.
I was very negative about this.
Maybe some children belong in the sewers, you said, apparently.
I was a sewer baby.
What you doing?
It's big tomorrow. Well, no, why won't you let me talk?
She's talking to Losa.
A little girl looks you square in the face. She doesn't smile, she doesn't frown, and she sure as hell doesn't look shy.
Cheese vendor bit?
Yeah.
Did she now? Well, I know someone who'll be losing her income. I need to think about this.
She thinks about this.
She thinks about
Now that you're
this.
here, can't very well leave. Suppose you told someone. Nah, that wouldn't do.
What?
Nah, you're just... Yeah, that's what we'll do. The troll will fix it. And then you'll be dead.
Well,
Everybody out!
The kids vanish.
I'll reload that. I'm putting that down as Losa AI messed that up. Because I even said, let me do the talking. Losa did not listen. It's so funny if it was Sir Laura and Quercus that did the talking. Egads, a troll!
Run, Quercus.
No, it's not funny looking. It's terrifying. Yes, Quercus, I do remember your many lovers. Yes, yes. They numbered in the hundreds.
Quercus, yes, yes. Your exploits are legendary.
I do remember that time on Fort Joy Island before it was a terrible prison. Okay, Losa, what I'm gonna have you do is step the fuck out of here and let me talk to the thieves.
What you doing?
A little girl looks you square in the face. She doesn't smile, she doesn't frown, and she sure
With
as hell
me, I'm
doesn't
gonna be a
look
little
shy.
sillier and say, what are you doing down
Olivia's
here?
silly. You don't. I need to think about this.
She thinks about this.
Now that you're here... Yeah, that's what we'll do. The troll will fix it. And then you'll be dead.
Memory, probably.
Yeah, I mean, there's memory and outlaw. Which I'm probably just gonna do that.
Really? You're very old for that.
I am very old for that because I'm very good at it.
Hey, got any money?
What are you selling?
You know, cool stuff. Mostly.
Awesome stuff, you know. Cool stuff. He's also fucking rich. That is correct.
Really?
She's got 35k.
Okay.
Not a lot of cool stuff except for a meteor shower skill book, which is cool.
Yeah, we're down to only like 200,000 left, I think.
Oh no. There are a lot of trolls down here. There's Log, there's Targ, there's Latif.
Yeah, there are 3 of them. Latif.
Queen Latif.
Latif the troll is my favorite.
Big Tomorrow. What's up?
Any more money?
There's also this thing called an unusual painting over here.
My daddy once said, don't go to the toilet on your own doorstep. Then my mom chased him away for going in the bedroom. Them crates belong to dwarves. We leave them alone. The crates and the dwarves.
Oh, kid. You really gotta get the
lever
fuck
here
out
in
of
the
here.
wall, and I want to pull it so bad.
They're our friends. Pom Pom can talk to him. They're not very clever, but she says they're nice. Keep your hands off our stuff.
Well, Big
I
Tamara
like
said...
Pom Pom down here trying to tell jokes to Targ. And Tark's just not getting it.
Catastrophe. Catastrophe. It's a catastrophe.
Oh, Targ.
Never mind.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go talk to Pom Pom because that's fascinating.
What do you call a pile of kittens? What do you say when a cat wins the dog show?
What do you say when the cat wins the dog show?
Catastrophe.
Oh, are all of her jokes the same punchline? Oh, Pom Pom.
You're fun. I like you.
I like you too.
He's my friend. I like him too. But he has a terrible sense of humour. And he eats cats.
Oh no, he eats cats. Quercus, run. Nah, Quercus has already been eaten though.
There's not much eating left on Quercus.
No. Can I be the troll's friend too?
I don't think so. Trolls don't like grown-ups.
Oh. Hey, we met a very nice troll. Good old Marg.
Anyways, I'm not in charge. Tamora's in charge. We all... Oh, he's not
That was a
tame.
good bridge.
He's
10
not
out of 10
tame
would
at
cross
all.
again.
Bye then.
Goodbye. I want to talk to Targ. Targ. Hello. Hi, Targ. All right. Well, Targ is the coolest troll so far, aside from Marg.
All right, legit.
I'm gonna go see what's up with Log. Well, Log just growled at me, so I think that's it for Log. Sorry, Log. I didn't mean to do whatever I did. And then let's chat with Meadow. Hello, Meadow. Oh, that's it.
Hello, Scary.
They call me Scary this time.
Hello, Scary.
Why Scary? That's weird. Alright, Latif. Oh my gosh, does Latif have an adorable hat on? Dave, Latif is playing with the piano, has jewelry, and a fez on.
Nice. I'm very glad we didn't have to kill these trolls.
Yeah, Latif, please, tell me your life story. I have to know.
Tell me everything, Latif.
I like the tune.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Oh, that's it. Well, Latif, you're the most fascinating fucking thing I've ever seen.
Alright, Big Tamora has significantly less money now. Also, did you talk to her and ask about the unusual painting?
I have not yet.
Got any more money?
Ah, now I can.
Yeah, it's alright.
Agree, it's just alright.
What painting? Yeah, it's alright.
I could offer to buy it or ask where she got it.
Start with the first one, I guess?
Yeah, it's not thief code to ask where you got something, but hopefully...
That's for me to know and you to never find out.
Well...
Good thing you're very persuasive. It's okay, I don't really care about the painting.
I don't actually care. Wits is way higher than memory for me, yeah. That's at 40.
I stole it from Lord Kem's house, didn't I? And so what? I only took one of them. The other two were too heavy.
Honestly, props for carrying that thing. It's probably a heavy one.
That was a pretty good heist, Big Tamara.
Got a map. There's a pulley thing here. And then a pool with no water and a hatch in it. Easy.
Dope. We just got some information
buy
about
it?
breaking into...
Yeah. No.
It's wits, strength, or intelligence, so it's gotta be wits.
First one, I guess?
Okay. You can have it for this much.
She said
let me
10,000.
just give you money 1 second.
I could tell her it's way too expensive.
I mean, you can definitely try and haggle, sure.
You're poor.
Asshole. Did you send the money? Okay.
I just sent you money.
Haha, you're poor.
Got this much gold now. I thought you were poor. Okay, you can have it for this much. Take the stupid painting then. I never liked it anyway.
Oh, well, it's in my inventory, I guess. Can I read this? No. Oh, examine? Oh, it's got a lot of immunities. Okay, so what did that do for us exactly?
Dude, I have no idea.
The second...
We have an unusual painting. A painting depicting the light of the seven shining from the heavens upon divine Lucian and his followers. I'm guessing that maybe there's a puzzle in Linderkem's house that we can use it for, considering they made it only 5 pounds.
Ah, yes. Yeah, no, I was honestly surprised as to why I had it in my pocket and could move. But yes, it in fact says the Vault of Linderkem set the painting in place. Probably good that we came here first.
Okay. Well, yeah, pretty much. Also, like, pretty glad we didn't just murder everybody. Also, dude, you're staring at the lever. I want to know what it does.
I have a feeling that it does something terrible.
I mean, probably.
But you wouldn't eat a whole one, I suppose.
No. I'd eat 7.
This guy is so
Are these children the thieves? I mean, I would want to save and pull it just to find out. Are these thieves? So the Thieves Guild is just children.
Yes, it seems. I guess there might have been others, but...
Oh, okay. So first off, there's a chest back here. Also, that sounded like it opened something.
It did. What chest?
On the other platform.
Oh. Way down there. You have to steal from that one, too.
It's not locked, though.
And yes, it did sound like something ka-chunked in some fashion.
Cryogenic stasis and like $500.
Okay, alright. Did we release water or something? Turn off the traps? I don't know. Oh yeah, Losa, you can come inside now. I'm sorry. I left her outside so long ago. Oh, the door closed on her. Oh. So...
Oh, that closes the door, huh?
Yeah, well, let me see if I can do this. Hold on, don't go grab it. Yeah, there we go. I got it.
Okay.
Easier for me to do that than to risk changing their attitude and... Apparently picking the lock to leave is acceptable by thief standards, which I think is pretty legit.
So basically you're stuck here until you die unless you can pick your way out. Have a good thief day.
I hope you're a good thief, because otherwise you're not going to be one anymore.
Because no one's going to help you.
So way up there goes to the Lizard Consulate. I think we have to go around.
I believe we need to make our way over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to stand here and let you go first, because that looks like there's a shit ton of traps.
I'm sure there are. What, Losa, why are you... Oh, because you couldn't get through the poison.
We just learned to make medium healing potions. Also, look at all those things shooting.
Did... What? What did that?
I did not activate anything. I'm still farther back than you are.
Yeah. Maybe this was the lever to activate the Murdertron.
I mean, I can run through that pretty easily. And there's... So it looks like there's an open door there. I'm not quite sure. Do you think you can pick this?
Well,
because it looks like we can go through that door as well.
This lock can't be picked.
Fabulous.
So it said that unlocked something or locked it. So up. Ah! More and more traps keep activating.
Like some of them shoot shit, some don't. Oh, fuck, this other door had opened and then it closed. My guy said, I definitely heard the catch of a lock, which, if that actually worked somehow, hang on, I'm doing it again.
Okay.
Walk in the poison.
So the door's open currently across the way.
So, I suppose the question is, can we, like...
Careful, I spotted a trap.
So Laura, Jesus Christ. This is a dangerous place for Sir Laura.
I talked to a rat and it said, maybe if I were the queen of rats, I'd have a best friend who secretly wanted me dead too. And then it said, dwarves have all the fun.
Maybe I'd have a best friend who secretly wanted me dead too. Dwarves have all the fun.
Perhaps. It's so... You're sneaking around that way, and then... Can... Ah, I see a suspicious hole in the wall. I would be very careful when jumping. Oh, you went the other way? Sneaky room. Nothing plot significant, right?
No, nothing interesting.
Well. The sound of those fucking things constantly shooting. Ha.
Were you able to get across? Yeah.
Yes.
I've spotted something.
You spotted a thing on the wall.
I did. I want to walk very slowly over to
Okay,
this.
those are steps downwards. Interesting. I suppose we have uncovered all of the, that's the way we want to go, it looks like.
Yes, the dwarves are... I mean, this is where the dwarves are, clearly. Yeah, I turned this little, crank handle on the wall, and it stopped all the arrows. Oh, Losa, where the fuck are you going? Losa, where are you going? Okay, better. Just started running back to the trap room for no reason.
Perfect.
Well, apparently I have to pick the lock on this brick.
Did you do it?
Oh, wait, or did we use that? I guess we used that little brick thing. Oh.
And by brick, you mean the suspicious hole in the wall.
Yes, autosave.
Boring.
Just pick up a whole crate of death fog for him to hold on to.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
There's no way the final boss of the game is not going to be undead.
No, Brachus is undead, I know. But I have a death fog barrel and a death fog crate for the next motherfucker to talk funny.
That isn't. Alright, well I stepped down.
Rushes in front of you, and before you can flinch,
Oh,
the point of
god
a
damn
sharp
it,
spear
I'm
draws
loading
a
the
bead of blood
autosave
from
because
the
for some
artery in your
reason
neck.
it automatically started talking to Losa.
Perfect.
There should be a box to check, as in, who do people talk to? Just have a standing...
Damn well please is kind of the answer we've seen.
Yeah, a standing deal that only the face gets spoken to and everybody else is silent. Come on, Vimeo Jame, let's go. Okay.
So maybe leave Losa here as you go downstairs?
Yes, I'll go down and start the conversation, and at least click downstairs, but don't take any steps, because sometimes that...
A guard rushes in front of you.
If you, like, cross a thing, they
the point
freak
of a
out.
sharp spear draws a bead of blood from the artery in your neck.
Why are you pointing his flaming spear at my neck, bro?
State your name, now! Oh, for goodness sake, woman, lower your spear. That is no way to greet a guest.
Isbale. Don't I remember Isbale being...
Isbale.
Isbale
She's
sucks.
also one of the loved of Brachus Rex.
Yes.
Isbale, I've not known you to be so welcoming to strangers.
I think our mission here is going to be to convince Justinia that Isbel is full of shit.
Yes.
Have I yet to disappoint your highness in matters of security?
And also maybe not to murder everybody.
Yeah, ideally we don't lop off the head of the kingdom of the lizards, but then again, or the lizards, the dwarves, but then again we kind of did that to the lizards.
Your Majesty?
Most everybody.
Do as she says. Lower your spear.
Yes, of course, my queen.
Okay, well,
If you've business here, get on.
apparently she's cool with it.
I mean, I will be over here while you do some
Your
talking.
Highness, bloom of Duna, flame of the forge, I present to you the seed of divinity.
Oh.
Queen Justinia sucks in her cheeks, then offers you her unwavering hand.
Shake her hand vigorously. It's a pleasure. Well, I'm gonna try to glad hand Justinia, and...
The queen retracts her hand and rewards your reverence with a curt nod.
An audience is
Courtly
granted.
ass lizard.
I am yet too intrigued to give my leave. Now tell me, Isbeel, why do you allow this man before me?
Justinia's Jackal are the name of the two guys flanking them.
The scaled specimen before you is a god-woken, a claimant
Scaled
to the divine
specimen.
throne.
The queen wrinkles her face and gives Isbale a sideways glance. Isbale's red-brown eyes meet her gaze head-on.
Isbale's eyes are about to be a lot more red than brown if she tries to fucking sick the whole place on us.
Many have laid claim to Lucian's legacy, including his own inferior spawn. I presume our visitor has more than a vague title to boast of?
Maybe not 4.
Yeah, I could also say I've come to save the queen on behalf of Mikael Ross.
That will probably also go off ?
I'll let her keep doing her.
He has escaped the island prison to which the Order confined him, a feat deserving a modicum of respect.
A refugee from the Joy, then. Impressive. Few avoid the Magister's watchful eyes.
There
Jenny.
are far fewer Magister eyes than there used to be.
Jenny, as she's walking by, has been watching and listening, just starts going, "Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious." Louder and louder in the doorway until I notice her.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Hence, like, the bouncing up and down the "don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious."
We're here to kill you. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
I can share the details of my escape.
Yes, the mad sorcerer
sure.
tainted both his time and ours. His stench is not easily rinsed away. But it seems to me that Void-Woken and Shriekers were a more present danger. Yes?
Isbale clears her throat, and the compliments continue.
The god-woken arrogated the Lady Vengeance, the very vessel that
Arrogated.
Arrogated, yeah.
Command.
Arrogate. Transitive verb to claim or seize without justification. Or to
Without justification?
To make undue claims to having, or to assume or claim on behalf of another.
I claimed it on behalf of my brother David.
I claimed it on behalf of my brother Jeffril, and my cause was fuck you, Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas can eat shit and die.
The Queen's
You put
eyes
me
grow
in
wide,
prison.
and
This is
she
the
nods
beginning of the
appreciative,
reparations that
then
end
looks
with your head
Isbale
on a
to
pike.
continue the ovations.
It is good and right that you mourn the dead, God-woken. But do not let your sorrow.
The Seekers
Many a
were
good
legit.
warrior has buried his courage along with the dead. Look ahead, not behind.
Okay.
The god-woken has slain his very
Chat,
own.
aren't you excited for Baldur's Gate 3 where you get to vote on fucking dialogue options and make us do dumb shit?
Oh yeah, oh god.
Indeed. Slayed by your hand, then. The cub once pleaded with me to aid in his sorcerer pogrom. I cannot deplore your actions, as loath as I am to admit it.
I have shed as few tears as she. His death was long deserved.
Also, I just looked up pogrom. An organized massacre of a particular ethnic group, in particular that of Jewish people in Russia or Eastern Europe.
Yeah. I believe that's where the term came from.
All right. They're dropping vocabulary on me.
The writing in this game is A+. Well, I can wallow in the accolades, I guess.
Didn't ask Isbeel how she knows so much about you.
A lone wolf known for his manipulation of the innocent dead died by our visitors.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
Fuck Riker.
You should really ask why she knows so much about you. But it is kind of fun to just have her constantly just slow jerk your accomplishments.
Is this game is Isbell walking us through all of the people that we've killed and whether or not it was a legit nice thing to do?
Basic decency is not too common in modern Rivellon, though I needn't tell you this. Still, a shame that such a capable man would pursue matters so vile.
This is the clip episode.
Our venerated guest has brought hope to the elven tribes by ending the slaughter of their ancestors.
So
you hear from the back of the room, "That one was me."
Yeah.
You have earned your swagger, my good man.
Oh, and me, I hope.
My queen.
It's a nice trip down memory lane.
Hobbled the Black Ring by slicing off one of its limbs. A necromancer.
I really
burns into your soul. You meet her gaze with one of your
I want to know what how she knows all this.
Her intensity.
Splendid. The Black Ring has proven a chaotic element at a time when control is imperative. I'm overall.
Though I am enjoying the walk down memory lane.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hitting one. Oh.
If I didn't know better, I think you almost
I wonder if they'd be different for me.
Perhaps.
Well, I see no reason to mince words, Godwoken. You're here to die.
Isbiel, whatever's gotten into you?
Excuse me?
Malodorous it may be, but this is still a court, not a gallows.
Your Majesty, the Godwoken is no ally, but enemy. He would throw your plans in disarray. You have worked so hard. Arcs must fall to the death fog.
I mean, one of the persuasions, definitely. Probably memory. I cannot check because
No, it's definitely memory over those two. But the question is, there's a bunch of things
do
here.
we think that Justinia gives a shit about Ross at all? No, because that's Justinia is clearly mad. You can appeal to her senses. She's enthralled. Lohar said as much potentially.
Yeah.
But that I feel like the persuasion options, if passed, are always better.
That's what I'm thinking.
And like you've got as much persuasion as you can pack on right now.
Yeah, the fact is that these like appeals with information are sometimes different. Because I'm sure that like without anything you get 1 or 2, maybe 3. And then 4 and 5 come from like
doing things like Ross and then
yeah,
Lohar.
which is why I would appeal to her over the persuasion.
Yeah. My vote is for 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I always would kind of vote for like a past persuasion check is better.
Well, we persuade
right,
success.
It wasn't need 11.
Isbiel, what say you?
Justinia turns to Isbael, looking for answers or comfort.
Isbael
begins to chuckle.
Isbael gonna transform into a giant demon or some shit.
Yeah, something's about to go down.
But you're a clever one, aren't you, Godwoken? Fine. I'm tired of pretending I serve this weak wench. Anyway.
She undead. If she's not undead, I'm throwing death fog on her, Jeff.
Wheels are in motion.
Isbiel?
Shut your royal maw, Justinia. Arcs will fall and your memory writ. They will believe
The situation could resolve itself.
Your plan,
Doubt.
Your command.
Press F2 doubt. I mean, I'll try the persuasion.
Yeah.
For a moment,
Isbael
appears almost relaxed. Her eyes flash blue. Her face quivers.
Isbiel?
My queen.
Yes.
Forgive me,
Isbael screams in pain and clutches her head. She bobs and sways, muttering indecipherable words under her breath.
Should not have made a deal with the God King. Every time.
I can't even go to Losa, and is she inside? She's got to be inside.
Everyone is in this room.
Well, none of that was what was written here. Just saying.
No, not whatsoever.
Well, my next option is end, and it seems as if you can't get out of the conversation as well.
I can't do anything, so...
Ouch,
well.
I guess.
You blink yourself awake to the cold gaze of 1,000 stones and the hot gaze of the dwarf Isbael, right hand of the queen.
Well, shit.
Oh, good. You're awake.
We still have our equipment.
Yeah, at first I figured I'd just kill you. But then I thought, Isbiel, you're wasting an opportunity here. Don't bother thanking me just yet, though. I dare say you'll be begging to die before long. So I'll start with lesser toxins, just to see how you react, and take it from there. How strong a dose can a godwoken handle? How long does it take for one to succumb? So many questions.
Alright, what have you done with Queen Justinia, please?
Your lips open, but no words spill forth. You try to lift your head.
Help us,
but it is
Laura
no match for
Quirkus.
gravity. She has paralyzed you. Only your eyes are free to move.
Don't fight it.
I
You'll
don't
only make
love
things
this.
worse.
I got all these black ring motherfuckers.
Oh, but I've been so rude. You should know the real me.
I could have guessed, considering your black ring guys are also
To give
fucking
myself a
undead.
rest. Those masks can be darned pesky.
Roll your eyes, at least you have control of them.
That'd be pretty pretty on brand for you.
Do I try to source push it out?
I mean, gotta try.
We're raging.
Every ounce of energy within you evaporates. You have no more control over.
Do try to relax.
Well, at least it
The
didn't
harder
drain
you
my source
fight,
points.
The harder the experiment
Yeah,
will be on you.
Fane's getting
It's quite
healed.
alarming for my normal subject. Let's try
Well,
a new approach,
I'm pretty
shall
sure
we?
that Sir Laura and Quirkus are gonna die.
Let's see now.
Oh man.
You struggle.
Or
to
maybe
move.
not. He doesn't
And
seem
you
to be
feel your
taking
toes
damage,
wiggle,
even
and
though
your
he's
fingers twitch.
taking 8
The
damage per
paralysis is
turn.
waning.
Interesting. Some of the results are quite
Yeah, it's gotta go through his magic first, I think.
Let's move on to Death Fog.
Well,
Live or die, you've already proven most... Well, I was going to say useful.
Well,
but
if we're gonna get
perhaps
saved, I'm assuming now's the
entertaining is
time.
the better word.
Or saved, or
Israel turns
able
to
to
back,
break out.
But no fog wafts forth. In that moment, you feel your bones and muscles
Yep.
awaken.
Good,
You
we
regain
save
control of
ourselves.
Your body at last.
What's wrong with it? God! Come! The Godwoker's broken free of my
Aw, lady, I'm gonna
Oh.
fucking kill you so badly.
we're gonna smash your bones.
I don't go last. One thing goes after me. Oh, I'm real glad that all this is now cursed poison.
Ouch, in my skin. Please
You
just...
best jump out of here.
Yes.
That is so Laura also teleports out.
Which way can I jump?
Chat, I want to give one of you a mission to figure out how we can end Sir Laura's quest. Can you get over here?
No.
That works. Yo, whatever that is, don't turn it. Looks very much like a giant death fog tank. Until Laura's out of the thing, we have to take quick turns.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible.
We might just want to get farther away. See if you can, can you, truck this way to try and get Laura to teleport?
Well, that's the end of my turn. Wait. Nope. Thanks, little buddy.
Oh! Nice.
I was in the pit.
Welcome to the... I was in the pit.
You were in the pit.
We are in the pit. some disappointing news regarding the quest. Well, that's not the best news I've heard.
You have to do it before you come down into the sewers or something. Ouch. My
Where's
body.
Larian now?
He ran over this way.
Oh, he got the fuck out. Okay,
yeah,
fabulous.
Like way the fuck over here.
That is A-okay by me.
I'm gonna die. Benadryl.
Benadryl. Benadryl.
I think I have combat kit on because of my vest, though. My vest, because of my armor. Okay, so we just gotta keep him with us and keep him safe. Alright, extra difficulty dimension.
Okay, so
I'm very
for
afraid.
Lota and Profane, here is a planar gateway.
So I was gonna say, you're gonna have to murder her, but then whoever's left in the pot. So there's a skull crusher and a limb chopper. And then there's a or not the Wither Knight, the Flame Bringer, who I knocked down. So I'm worried about that dude setting everything on fire. Because it would be super unfun.
Why did it teleport my incarnate there?
I don't know. It like took Fane through the thing and you. That might just,
I guess, but
that might be a side effect of like, yo, stop throwing grenades at me. Please.
Hello, ma'am. It's what we like to call go time.
Can't even see Losa.
Well, Isbeel's about to just get dropped.
I don't know why everything is invisible, kinda. Oh, because it's from her. Good night.
Go sleep, ma'am.
Rise of the Dwarves. What? Rise of the Isbel, the Queen's advisor and Black Ring spy, is dead.
Yeah, I only needed 2 of those.
Oh god, thank god they didn't finally hit me. In such pain.
Oh.
I'm in such incredible pain.
You can poach a...
I have a lot of options here, it's alright.
Well, I was gonna say, there's huge potion flasks and shit.
Necrofire for 261. Blinded. How come
You
I
can
didn't get
just
adrenaline?
poach a giant healing potion out of my bag, which heals 1,220. They're worth 4,600 gold.
I got
and we have
first
20
aid.
of them. We have 20 of those, by the way.
Okay, so at least now I have that. I did use my jump. I'll use 1 potion to top off my normal healthies. And I got 3 left. Isbale's dead. Who's next? Black Ring Flamethrower. I don't think I can do 3,100 damage to you, but I think I shall knock you down. Please don't move, sir. Then probably not fire breath. I'm invisible, motherfuckers.
You cannot see me.
Get a little bit of magic armor back for you. And then that's it for Los's usability. I might actually just have her... Ah, you know what? Favorable wind. Why not? Everybody run real fast. Ha 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 ha!
That was a bad step, bud.
Oof, said everybody basically at the same time. What do you got, Fanye? Don't let Fanye into his zone.
He's in the incarnate zone.
I'm blind. Actually, I think the first aid takes or gets rid of the blind. Oof, crit for 4K.
Oof.
Armor piercing grenade on everyone, I guess. Oh, Bone Widow came up too
Yeah,
for
apparently.
free. Hi, Bone Widow.
Yeah, right. It like pulled the pets.
Oh, oops! I should have attacked that guy, I guess. What? How did that? Ouch, ouch. There's the Wither Knight right in front of you. Or you can jump over to the Skull Crusher. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Flamebringer too. I've just been knocking him down every fucking turn. I can finish the Flamebringer now.
Oh!
Double
I told you my crit chance went up too.
Yep.
Oh, am I still enraged? Is that what it is?
You are still enraged.
Oh yeah, automatic crits and everything. Never mind.
Okay.
But still.
Spidey may be blocking you. Oh no, good. Crippled.
Deuces. For 4,800 and he's out. You can just go ahead and shoot that Flamebringer.
Good riddance to that bitch. Oh, we gotta have
Sounds
our
like we all want to have a little chat.
Group chat.
You look at your companions in shock. Black Ring influence or not, the enormity of the Queen's plan
That's
is
what
revealed
we already
to kill
we already
everyone
knew.
in the city.
We already knew the thing that is saying we just realized. That's what we knew that.
Yeah, it's kind of just like you just realize.
Tinctures.
You can't fight darkness with darkness. You just can't.
Yay, thank you.
The end result will be more death and destruction.
Says the person who extinguished 10,000 souls to save the next 10,000.
10,000, probably more like 1,000,000. There are at least like 100,000. There are a lot of fucking candles out there.
So if I have it right, she kills thousands of someone else's people to save thousands of her own. I'd rather fail to see the issue.
Pretty unsurprising that Fane said that.
That's on brand for Fane.
You're a Skellington, bro. You don't get it.
I like how you had this conversation when I was too far away to chime in.
Oh, okay. I was
Yep.
I was expecting you to say the next thing, but then it just went out of...
Nope, it just had end under Fane.
Well.
I gotta go back in this shit to go fucking...
Yep, down into the poops.
If you go do it, because if I jump down there, it makes fire.
Oh, yeah, holy shit, don't do that. What if I just teleport you down gently, or
That
sort of
works.
gently? Because I don't want to bring Solora down there. Bonk. Ouch. Unless it gets hit for some of
Take
that.
your balance.
Because of retaliation.
I sent you a letter. It was on the dead silent
A
monk.
letter from Isbael's laboratory. Dearest Vala, don't wait for me.
Laboratory.
The Magisters will have found me by the time you read this, and you know full well what they are doing to sorcerers. These words may be the last I post to you. I will always love you. Pats.
Sad. I
That's very
sent
sad.
you a couple more keys and Isbael's research journal.
Yes.
And also a spirit vision.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of things down here.
Subject, human male. Formulation DF12. Expected results. The sorcerer. Subject resisted initial muscular petrification and lung atrophy and lived 7 minutes beyond typical expectancy. Post-test dissection revealed most brain matter still largely healthy. Hypothesis. Sorcerers get greater resistance to death fog, and Guadwoken may be even more resilient. Well, not my experience.
I'm mercy killing the souls down here. The spirits of the sorcerer. It's like, you see the realization that, like, this is their torture that they're stuck in forever. And then I was like, consume spirit. And it's like, it realizes that the pain can end. And, like, looked at me and gave itself to me.
What's happening to her. And then she...
That one was a little... The first one was very much like, it was happy I did it.
Yeah. Alright, you want to talk to Isbael?
Yeah.
Well.
You've such a soft spot
Where's
for that
the queen?
woman. Do you really think she didn't know exactly what releasing death fog into arcs would mean? Don't be fooled. I may have planted the seed, but she gleefully tended to it.
Isbael, you sure stink.
My entourage is taking good care of her, I promise. Well, as good as you'd expect. If she's missing a few digits or bearing a few new bruises,
What's the Black Rings
that's
game?
just expected wear and tear. The master's purpose is his own
In sort of man as somebody.
not mine.
Well,
My answer was no, and no, it remains.
Maybe I can talk
I'm
to her.
gonna let you try that, but then definitely consume resource and deny the God King it.
Ma'am, I have a quick question for you here.
Do you think Arx is safe in my death? I faced the grave before. The master's purpose is his own to speak, not mine. You're good with words, so sincere. I almost believed you. But let's pretend I fell for your little persuasion game. I'll tell you the Black Ring's plans on one condition. You release the death fog. You bring my mission to an end.
I'll consider it if it's interesting enough.
The spirit pauses, then nods.
The God King feeds on war, on death, on disease, on the rich source the living once carried within them, knowingly or not. I think this clear by now. The death fog was not just a murder bomb.
A murder bomb.
A tool for sowing discord. A tool for pitting the Order against the Dwarven Kingdom. A tool for ridding us of those who would see us fail. Every race, every creed, and every claimant to
This
the title of
person is
divine.
generally racist. Also, that's so funny, Alex, the person who's like, no, turn me back into a bird. This was great.
What are you doing? I love that.
Isbael's voice rises, and her fists tighten.
I lived for that day, Godwoken. The flesh of every magister melted like butter in the sun. The paladins' eyes bugged out in horror as they watched their spouses and children choke on the death fog clogging their lungs. There would be screams first.
How the heck did Sir Laura get all the way here at the bottom left of the... Oh, you guys can't see it. Underneath my camera right now, Sir Laura's hanging out in this little spot that we can't reach.
The spirit's eyes and mouth narrow. In her silence, the noise of splashing sewer water bounces from the stony walls and into your ears.
Well, I'm gonna be witty about this.
You have lit Isbael's fire. She is a bomb, a banshee, an erupting volcano.
You couldn't know! You weren't there! When the portal opened and the death fog poured in, you weren't there! To see that...
Yeah, we get it, Isbael.
Saliva sizzle. Have you ever felt your own brain pressing against the inside of your skull?
Blah, blah, blah.
I was given a chance. I made a decision. One
Your sob story is meaningless.
never regretted.
Nom, 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 nom.
It must be the God King to claim me.
She said that she didn't regret it one bit. That's the, that was the kicker for me.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one in the Brachus Rex is a good boss category.
And that's more a moment of insanity. You got the other ones, right? In there, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's more of a that's like insanity. That's not like, oh, I actually really liked working for the God King, and they were very helpful and nice, and helped me with my resume.
Fabulous customer service.
So that machine... Oh, Losa. This divine ring real quick.
Yeah, I suppose we had not previously met anyone who was like, I have no regrets about my deal with the God King. Now there's one.
Well, do you think I should turn this big thing off? I guess I'll throw a save down here.
Yeah, I can do that and then mess with it.
Southern Bale. Is Bale? Oh boy.
Oh, there's a guy trap. I got disconnected for some reason.
You did. I think that my game is either crashing or... Yep, it super crashed. You moved something while it was saving. At this point, Dave, you gotta really wait until, like, 5 seconds after it says save successful. Because it's, like, very much bogging down my system and being very upset. Oh no, is it gonna do that thing where it thinks Divinity is running forever?
Any cool stories while we reload? I just finished watching Demon Slayer. That was a bunch of fun. I gotta try and catch the movie.
Can I double click on this? Wait, no, you're supposed to ask me to close Divinity instead of opening Frostpunk.
What?
That's how I've done it in the past. You try to open a second game on Steam, and it's like, oh wait, Divinity is still running. Do you want me to close that? Well, time to close Steam all the way and reopen it. What anime were you saying you were watching, Dave?
Demon Slayer.
Oh.
That one's good. I have to start my adventure in watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh yeah, you got a lot ahead of you.
Yeah.
So I struggle sometimes with watching anime nowadays because time investment and also plot investment, and most of the time when you have an anime, there's like very few or 1 or 2 seasons. They're all like 6 or 8 seasons or just a million different, smaller arcs and whatever. So if I'm going to like jump in and get invested, it's tough to stick with it. But fucking JoJo's does a smart thing where every season it kind of like really changes up the formula and changes up stuff. So if you didn't like anything about certain parts, then it's just like, well, don't worry about it. You're not gonna have to mess with it.
I definitely got Jeff to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood at one point.
Yeah.
Miss Spider, so what is fun? I've read the light novel of that one, so I have way future knowledge. The one thing I will say is the authors had a plan the whole time.
I agree, Carnium. A lot of like anime purists shit on dubs, but I like dubs a lot. Honestly, if there's a good English cast for an anime, I'll watch a dub over a sub every time. There are obviously times where the dubs are different and not like, emotionally connected to what they're saying as properly as the original voice actor would be, but like just being able to take in all the art, take in the story, think about stuff instead of having to make my brain read and then process from there. And I can look away for 1 second. Sometimes when I watch subbed anime, I forget that I can't read, like I don't understand Japanese, and I
Look
will
down at your phone.
I'll tab or look at my phone or something and be like, wait, I have no idea what they said. Hold on, gotta go back real fast. All right, so
Learn to associate the tone of the yelling.
The game did save apparently before it crashed. I'm gonna see where it's at after loading this save. Okay. Everything seems fine. You can join.
I plan to. Like, attacking guards in a city is one of the fastest ways to end your journey.
Depends on the city and guards. I guess they do kind of move. They kind of move you along though, because right now we could go back to Fort Joy and kill literally everybody in it without a problem.
I mean, we could probably do that in Arcs.
Yeah. In Arcs, there's enough level 20s that if they all kind of kept coming after us.
Yeah, these were level 20s, and I crit them for 5k.
Oh yeah. Are you joining?
I am.
Okay. The JP dub, yeah. Oh, that's a baseboard! Alright, so the lever on the Doomsday device, I'm gonna try to turn.
The great machine sits before you. Pipework tentacles outwards and upwards.
This is the kill everyone device.
Yes, but can I instead pump it out to the sea?
Even through the seals of the great cistern, you sent the acrid sting of the death fog inside.
Yeah, I suppose maybe the first.
Death fog rises from a junction where the release valve meets a pipe.
Hey.
Oh wow.
To a different pipe labeled
You were saying.
Would you look at that?
Currently leads to a pipe labeled Arcs.
That other pipe leads to the sea. Redirect the flow. It'll minimize the harm.
Except for the ocean life.
We can't really like leave this sitting here, so unfortunately we gotta fuck up Seattle.
Maybe Isbel was onto something. If we release the death fog,
Fane,
not
Fane,
gonna
my
happen.
sweet boy Fane.
You fucking skeleton.
Redirect the death fog. Better to poison the fishes than to poison the people.
Yeah,
I feel like if we try smashing it, it's just gonna fucking death fog.
Yeah, exactly. Like if we just pump the death.
Coming from someone who's a professional at just smashing shit.
The machine creaks to life, and the death fog begins to flow through the other pipe.
Flip
You hear the
that
howl of the fog.
switch.
It travels the pipe
Flip
towards the
that
sea, and the
switch.
machine winds down. The system is empty. All is silent.
Cool. I was wondering if they would actually empty.
I sure hope the queen wasn't in the pipes going towards the sea.
Using your secret escape pipe. Oh no!
We can escape to the sea. Ah!
Warp or save? I want to see what's up with this prisoner guy, by the way, over here.
Okay. So we now have to deal with the queen in the death fog. We directed the...
Oh. Hey, this is an invisible wall.
Where? Oh. Wait.
Yep, right there. Do you want to talk to the prisoner? Or the spirit of the prisoner?
I'm having great difficulty now that I changed the map from spin around.
It's right next to the Doomsday Machine. You're going completely the wrong direction.
I know. I was so confused for a second, but I think we're good now. Spirit of a sorcerer.
Seems to be a laboratory
The
part.
spirit emits an unbearable desire for it all to be over, for good and forever. But as oblivion beckons,
True
she
that.
changes
There's
her
always
mind,
Oh, God damn
and
it.
then she is gone.
Did you misclick and eat his source?
No, it said it wishes for it all to be over, and it was either take your leave or take the source.
I gotcha.
The door puked on us. That's not a real door.
I think it is. There's just this here cabinet in the way.
No, see through the thing. I mean, I don't think that there's a way to...
And there's clearly a whole research lab here.
Yeah, but I think that we have to go around somehow. Like, if that's an illusory door right there, I have a feeling that there's gonna be more. I'll start running around the edges of the thing, but...
Oh, wait, stop. Stop.
Okay.
I was just kind of scanning, and over here is fucking Queen Justinia in a cell.
Oh, just sitting in a cell.
Yep, and that has a door that gets into the lab. And that, it looks like, is over through right here as an illusory wall.
I've spotted something.
Yes, the illusory wall. He's just in the back here, yeah.
Yeah, the cage back there, or the cell.
Show yourself. Isbiel, the traitor! Where is she? Split her black skull in two!
She dead.
By whose hand? Yours? It should have been my own axe to slice her neck. Take me to her bones. I've a mind to chop them into pieces, the
She just
foul
busted the
witch.
fuck out herself.
Justinia struggles to control her rage. She closes her eyes. She breathes.
Just breathe
the
that
Sue's
fetid
fetid
sewer air.
She waits.
She is dead. And that is that.
Justinia pounds a fist against her palm. One smack, then a second, then a third.
You may not believe me, but what I did, I thought I did for the sake of my people. The sinking of the Peacemaker, the Driftwood smuggling operation, the Death Fog, Black Peak Isle.
Do you have any other crimes you can confess to real fast, just
anymore, yeah.
in case we missed him?
Power always comes at a great cost. Sometimes you have to take some lives to save others. And I shall always put dwarven
Pretty in
lives
cahoots
first.
with this.
You must understand this. It was only a matter of time, she said. And I never doubted it. The scouts talked of living weapons nailed to crosses, of blank-faced wizards, an entire force of them. If we didn't come for the Order, the Magisters, and Paladins, they would come for us.
Oh, would they, Queen Justinia?
They had my ear all the while, the Black Ring. I'm sorry. Truly sorry. To think of it.
Well, I can inform her of Mikhail Ross's concern.
I suppose that's worth.
Bless his heart. Please do tell him to rest his mind. Mikhail is no
He was
man
about
of courage,
to
but he's
skip
as
town
loyal as a
really
fresh-fed
hard.
pup.
Yeah, he was on his way out, ma'am.
But do be sure to keep my whereabouts private, at least for now. My concerns in Arx must remain my own. The void closes in then. It's so much more dangerous than even death fog. Death fog we can see and smell. The
So we
void
killing
is
Justinia
empty,
or not?
intangible. We don't know it's there until its creatures are upon us.
I'm kind of on it. I mean, but at the same time, she seems to still think that this whole death fog, the whole city plan, is pretty fucking reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, she obviously didn't want to just murder people like what's-her-face did, but she said that it's all justified because they're her people and she's got to protect the dwarves and, like...
I mean, I don't see what would stop her from pulling some shit like this again.
Well, ask about Isbel what was her role first, I guess.
She was a scientist of sorts, or so the town criers chanted. She knew of the ways of nature and beyond, and I invited her to court to show me. She healed the sick and soothed the wounded. I saw it with my own eyes. I brought her close. Her words were wise, and her aims, well, they seemed so pure. It was after Alexander assembled the quorum that Isbel turned my mind to thoughts of war. Our scouts and spies aided dwarven sorcerers where and when they could, but Isbel insisted the monks and shriekers would touch dwarven land.
No kidding.
When we came to Arx to prepare, she rarely left my side except to tend to her laboratory. I'd no idea what
I mean, we can throw the last one at her and see how she reacts.
Agreed, yeah.
Kem? Linda Kem? All the better that he's avoiding Paulina like the porcine plague, then. The Kem estate is the only safe haven remaining for me in this burning city. This
Like that at all.
rot has infected the very soil we tread and the air we breathe. I must not let it reach the kingdom.
Yeah, Queen Justinia, maybe you just go home to your kingdom.
So unless you've
No, thumbs down from me.
On what?
On her
The
life.
Queen is now free of the Black Ring's thrall. Leave her be. She's not a
Like,
threat.
thumbs down on don't kill her or do kill her?
Thumbs down, like, do kill her.
Keep your weapons sheathed. There's a reward in this for us.
Losa and Fane both don't want to do it.
End it here and now. The Queen's
Yeah, because like,
continued rule will
isn't
only
thumbs
lead her
down
people
like
to ruin.
Thumbs
he
down
lives?
is
Like, do not kill, but then the thumbs up was you may kill that person.
yeah, it's something like that.
Okay, in Roman times, down is spare, kill up is kill. God, I don't know. We can just send her back to her kingdom and just say fuck off. Did we kill... We killed the Queen of the Lizards, right?
Sada attacked us, yeah. But she had made a deal with Brachus.
Yeah, that's just... This woman has...
I mean, we can just tell her to fuck off. I just, like... Personally, I would vote to kill her, because, like, what's to stop her from making another fucking Death Fog plan?
Yeah, yeah. Well, I just, like... Yeah, I think if we just let her go for now, because she's not directly a thrall of the God King, and hopefully we can not destroy the dwarves, and maybe they'll be friendly or something. I don't know.
The Queen nods a goodbye to you.
Oh, okay. Me making my statement is...
Until I can return to the kingdom, I will be at the Chem Estate.
Oh,
Royalty
interesting, David.
is always welcome there.
Well, bitch, you're probably gonna get fucking dropped anyways.
Yes. So now if we go to the Chem Estate and shit goes down, then she's either gonna have to step up and be heroic or get hard murdered. None of these are probably interesting to you, right? They're purple stuff.
No, probably not.
Telekinesis, intelligent. Which one's the most expensive? This one. I have too much to carry. Pylamon David.
Pretty much.
Oh, I found some orange juice in a bucket, Dave.
Don't waste it.
I'm not gonna waste it. I'm just gonna drink it.
There's some weird bottles here and a book.
Fresh taste of orange juice in this fucking sewers. Ooh, what'd you find?
I found a book and a bunch of... So the missing sorcerers were turned into potions. They're source potions now.
What?
They each have their name on them.
The missing magisters are source potions?
Yeah.
Wow.
Spell leaks the source from these people.
I sent you the journal thing.
Right, I will read it to the audience. Oh, the second one. These bloodstained notes contain the gruesome details of experiments done on the prisoners here, including, interestingly, the amounts of source that were extracted from each of them.
Them fat Little Mermaid references. Little Mermaid's so hot right now.
That's all I can think about, honestly, is a Little Mermaid nowadays. Slurp, slurp goes the source into my body. What's in these boxes? It's only $6. And a sharp piece of metal. Well, I know what that sound means.
Mm-hmm.
This item is called laboratory stuff. I know, it's laboratory stuff. What is this, Dave? Is this like for... like... in a chemistry setup?
So this, like, circular one is kind of nothing. This one on the right looks almost like a distillation thing.
Oh, on this side.
Oh, wait, you resumed it on something different.
I was looking at this weird
that's
thing.
Like a little decanter.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, it looks almost like a distillation thing, but it's not nearly tall or long enough. This thing, like, directly next to your character with the wiggles in it, that's probably the closest to a real thing.
Yeah, I didn't even see this at first, but this actually... like, you even have, like, a big, tall column thing.
Yeah, that one looks a little bit like a distillation setup. But still.
Well, we can come back here if we ever want to make our own beer.
Perfect.
Or whiskey. What is book? This book is unreadable. Well, back on the table it goes.
Perfect. With the books, you can right-click on them and just hit read, so you don't have to pick up everything.
No, I like to hold on to them, though. It's where a lot of my weight is currently. It's just in, like, plot-significant books and things.
I think that is everything in here.
Hew and hack from the elder tree. Slice and slash from the elven seed. Then, in the blood of grapes immerse. A masterwork rune will soon emerge. It's got to be some...
Okay.
It's the way to make...
Wait. Hold it up again.
It's the way to make a masterwork rune.
Because, like, we have live wood from elder trees.
Well, so it's elder tree.
So it's probably that.
Elder tree, whatever elven seed is. Blood of grapes, which is wine. And then you get a masterwork rune.
I don't know what elven seed would be. Well, we have $1 billion. We can buy some.
Yeah, we don't really need to worry about that.
There's a magazine and a cup. I'll be back in 10 minutes.
And there was nothing cool. This is just a sheet of paper. It's just a sheet of fucking paper. Well, that seems like everything in here.
Yeah, and back this way seems to just be towards, like, Justinia's court. Don't answer that, viewers.
Yeah, the top left is the thing that we have yet to, like, explore fully, I suppose. We have to jump back over this?
Thinking that's our way out. Nope, you just run around, and then I think I sent you the key for this door.
Oh, this bad boy. Probably could jump over if we wanted to, but... Yep. And I assume this is the same.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Court of Justinia, if anybody's left, we didn't kill your fucking queen, so... Don't attack us, please.
I'm taking this leftover wine.
They ain't gonna use it.
They ain't gonna drink.
There's this door over here to what seems to be Queen Justinia's quarters, Dave.
I'm into it.
That was a naughty crime, Dave.
I'll be
Alright.
sure to do many more.
Queen Justinia's diary. Average diarist, blah, blah, blah. Isabel is most unhappy. She said, and I can't blame her. She says her Black Peak Isle laboratory was vital to her current research, but there's no way to finish her work now that the place is drowning in death fog. As it stands, I must reluctantly minimize the dwarven presence at Black Peak Isle. I have tried to assure her that she can continue her work elsewhere, but she remains inconsolable.
Okay.
Weird.
Is Black Peak Isle the nameless isle? The Act 3, I think?
Was that Awful Island, or was that
No,
the one that
I think it's
exploded?
Act 3. It was the name. Yeah. The one that went blam.
Play skin scroll. Oh, it's a one-handed mace. Take a look at that, that thing in there. Oh, pillow.
Why
undie.
one-handed?
I know, right? It's got that.
It gives terrain transmutation.
Don't even know what that is.
Either. I assume it transmutes the terrain.
It's not a bad guess.
Nameless Isle had no name. That's the point. It's true. And then it looks like these steps are way back out.
Yeah, there's nothing else in
So we can probably just
Justinia's.
park here and call it an evening.
Yeah, let's get up by the stairs, because we have no idea what's going to happen when we emerge.
Exactly.
Yeah, because this is the only way out from this side, it seems. No idea where this actually brings us back to, but we'll find out. Ooh, and there's definitely another hidden wall at the bottom left that I'm now just seeing. There's a couple of these, like, blackout squares off to the sides of places. But anyway, yes.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is a perfect place to call it. We finally actually got progress on the Death Fog quest, which has been on our ledger for...
Yeah, dealt with this.
Yeah, I really want to go out and see what's up with the ocean. Because, oh boy...
Yeah, there's just a huge cloud of death fog moving along the ocean.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that it didn't, like, dump out too next to the ocean, that it went, like, under the ocean and dissolved, as opposed to, like, we just, you know, death fogged a whole fleet or something.
Really, everything is pointing us to go to Linderkem's mansion.
The one thing first...
So I feel like it's almost...
Well, I was going to say the missing
Linderkem,
prisoners is the only thing that isn't related to Linderkem, and that's go back to the warden in the barracks and tell him that Isbale was fucking with the prisoners.
But then everything else, everything else is going to be weird shit from the vault, and,
sneaking into Linderkem's mansion.
Sneaking into Linderkem's mansion, and then after that is, the Cathedral, pretty much. So
into the tomb.
it might be down to 2.
Holy shit.
Jesus, I know, right?
Well, I will make a customary save called Next Time Boys. And we'll call it there. Thank you, everybody, for joining us for Brother Quest this evening. Next Wednesday should be another normal Brother Quest. Yeah, Dave?
Yep.
Okay.
My guess would be that we have 2 left.
Yeah.
Probably
next... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Like, next one will probably be Linderkem, and then after that might be wrapping it up. We'll see.
Okay.
That's just a guess.
Yeah, at the very least, if we do the Linderkem stuff, we can, and we see that the only last thing is the Cathedral, then we can maybe do some cleanup quests if we still have time, or, you know, go respec or something like that. But yeah, then we've got the end of the game. Yeah. Let's see. Rick's got everybody for tomorrow with Spider-Man Juggos. And then
big ones, Parker.
This Sunday night will be Bear Trauma once again, and we should all be around.
I believe so.
Sunday is also Mother's Day, I believe.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have to play that by ear. We'll see.
Yeah, I think we'll have to take a look at it, just because if Mama Hook wants to hang out, then we gotta hang out with Mama Hook, and the other crew members might also have familial things, but yeah, that's
Monday should be back to It Takes Two.
Perfect. You read my mind. That was the last thing I was going to mention.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, that'll do it for us tonight. Thank you all again for hanging out with us. We will be back next week. Have a good evening. Everybody stay safe, stay smart, be kind to each other. Anything else to add, Dave?
No, about sums it up. Don't be a dick.
All right, works for me. Take care, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. Peace out. Catch you next time.
Hey, everybody.